So I'm actually going to get some stuff done on some big stuff done on the Jeep today, or this weekend rather. Overall, it's coming along. As you can see, there were some gauges on top. I took those off. I put the factory cluster back in it. Looks good. Everything works. No problems. So hopefully this weekend, what I'm going to work on, I ordered for the steering. I ordered a adjustable track bar because the front end is off. The driver's side's over like an inch or so, inch and a half from the passenger side. So the adjustable track bar should fix that. And then the steering column is real loose, and I have a new steering column for it, but I'm going to wait till I get the adjustable track bar in first, and then I'll do the steering column. And then, but the big thing is this weekend is this rear end. If you see these leaf springs, they're a hot mess. The spring perches are bent. The brake line on the passenger side is cut off. There's no shock on this side. It's just awful. So that's what I'm going to work on this weekend, is spring perches, springs, everything. I got zone 3-inch, 3.5-inch lift springs. So hopefully I can just remove the lift blocks. And I also got 1-inch to 2-inch shackles for the back. So I'm hoping to get all that straightened out. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to work on this weekend. Alright, I'm about done for the night. But I know it doesn't look like much, but I got the lug nuts loose on the tires, which was no big deal. They were kind of loose. And I got all 4 bolts for the springs to hold on to the Jeep itself. All 4 are loosened up. So now I just got to finish taking them out. I got to jack the Jeep up and secure it. And then I can, I'll have the whole spring assembly will come off with the rear end. It'll just drop down out of the way. So, yep. Here's all the parts. Polyurethane bushings for the springs. Yep. So, yep, working good. Okay, here you can see all the interesting leaf springs that they have jammed in there. And then the lift block is not real in there. If you look underneath, you can see there's a pretty good gap. This is loose. That was loose. Anyway, so otherwise looks pretty good. Oh, so if you see the brake line over there, see that one? It's not actually attached. So this side brake is not working. And you can see the other brake line and see how it rubbing on the shock. So I'll fix that, and then you can see on the other side, see the baling wire. And look, oh yeah, that's a clamp. Yep, that's a hose clamp. Yeah. So anyway, yep. So we're gonna work on that. Yeah. The white drive shaft, that's mine. I actually painted the drive shaft after I fixed it. So the that part's okie dokie. Alright. Alright, so this is the next part. As you can see, the springs are out. Both front eye springs have been a problem. I'm gonna have to make some repairs to the nuts. This one blew out. Had to cut this one off. The other side I had to cut off the spring as well, or the eye bolt. I realized that you can see right there, the spring perches are not straight. But I don't know if they're supposed to be straight because they both look like they're the same type of bend. So I gotta check on that a little bit. I did buy new spring perches just to make sure. The rear brakes don't look real good on either side. The drums are pretty rough shape. They don't really look like they're doing a whole lot. I thought they were working, but apparently they're not. So I'm gonna figure out the spring perches, and then I can start putting it back. Well, I gotta fix the nuts on the front up there, fix those nuts, and then I can start putting it all back together. I think for the brakes, I think I may actually keep this rear end. I'm gonna stay with 31, so I don't necessarily need to go any bigger axles. So I think I may actually put the ZJ disc brake kit on the back and call it a day. So I'm gonna check on that. Okay, this is I'm done for the day. So got the springs off. If you can see, the front eye bolt springs on both sides were very difficult. They did not want to come out. So I opened up, I made a hatch, a door opened right there, and got the nut out. I could put the new nut in there and be good. I got this side, I got the spring perch. The spring perches were not straight, they were twisted. Not sure how that happened, but they were twisted. So new spring perches. I got the shackle on this side, but it's just sitting there. The other side is the nut is front side. The nut is broke loose again, but the nut, because there's enough of the original bolt going through the nut into the actual subframe assembly, I have to clean all that up and actually make the incision a little farther and open it up so I can get the thing out, and then that'll be good. Then I start putting it back together. So this is the springs and the old springs. Anyway, so as you can see, they were fantastic. These are supposed to be zone 3-inch lift, but I am not seeing lift. So I'm hoping some lift. Anyway, that's where it's at. So tomorrow I'll cut this spring perch off. You can see that spring perch is twisted. And oh, I got the shock ready on the passenger side to fixed. So that's ready to go. And I'll clean it up, squirt some paint on everything, and we'll be good. So alright, that's enough for today. Alright, well, the back is all done. You can see it sits pretty level. Looks pretty good. The springs went on pretty well. The shocks will still need to get at some point in time. I'll probably replace the shocks. I want to repaint the differential cover. I think I'm gonna shoot that orange. Anyway, so got the shocks on, Got the. I haven't done the brake. I did everything else, but the brake line I haven't fixed yet. And actually, today I fixed and installed the adjustable track bar, because I had some death wobble, and it seemed to have cured a lot of it. I don't know if there's much left, but it definitely cured a lot of it. You can see it better right there. Look at that. So I'm going to use orange as my kind of an off color. So I'll have little bits of orange on the truck. But yep. So that's where it is. I think tomorrow I'm actually going to replace the steering column in it, and then it'll actually be not so scary to drive. So overall, pretty good.